All right, welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Evan Haroldson of Dexter Boys Basketball. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Doing well. So I know the season just started the season's going to start later this week against Bedford, but how excited are you to start this thing again?
I'm thrilled. It's senior season, last ride.
Yeah. So what excites you most about this season?
I don't know. It's gonna be different. I mean, for the past like 3 years, I've been playing with the guys in the grade above me. It's kind of like my first chance to get to play with some of the younger guys and like the guys in my grade. I think we just got a really good group of guys that are gonna work hard and just we're gonna gel together. And we're just gonna hit our stride and go.
Okay, so what is your personality like on the court?
Um, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like to get after it. Obviously, I like to try and be vocal, just try and help guys out, know where they're supposed to be. So
Yeah. What are some of like the biggest things that you particularly worked on during the off season? Because you're a basketball kid, and of course, this is the only sport you play. So,
mhm.
how did AAU go? How did all that fun go?
Yeah, AAU went great. Really enjoyed it. I had a great experience. I played with the Michigan Cagers. We had guys from like everywhere throughout Michigan. We were traveling throughout the Midwest. It was a good time.
Okay,
I was
go ahead.
I was mainly just trying to work on like creating my own shot because I knew we were losing a couple guys from last year, so I knew I'd had to kind of pick up the scoring load a little bit, and that was kind of one thing I kind of wanted to work on too, instead of just becoming like a one-dimensional kind of catch and shoot guy, being able to work off the dribble, off the catch.
Yeah. Okay, so I know in the last few years, I know with last year was kind of the first change of with the division changes in the SEC, with of course you going from the white to the red.
Hmm.
Of course, you're playing teams like Saline, the Ann Arbor schools,
Hmm.
of course, then Bedford, who he'll play on Friday, as well as Monroe, as well as Ipsy Lincoln too. Forgot about them. But overall, how excited are you are you getting used to these teams compared to the teams you played a few years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I think last year was kind of a wake-up call. We kind of just like we weren't really ready for it at the beginning of the season, but then we kind of figured out what we needed to do to get better. And I think we're kind of carrying that over to this year with some of the guys we brought back that they kind of know what we need to do to be ready to win.
Yeah. And also, how exciting is it to have Chelsea back in the schedule twice?
It's going to be a fight. We're ready.
Yeah. Well, what is that rivalry like between Dexter and Chelsea? It's always been, I mean, I've seen it. Just describe what it's like to just be a part of that.
I mean, it's great. It's a great rivalry just between us and Chelsea. I mean, there's nothing like it. You just get to be a part of a battle, and it's chippy every time, but whoever comes out with it, they're feeling great. And even if you lose, it's you're ready and excited to go back at it. And I love to have them twice.
Yeah. How do you mentally prepare for a game, bud?
I mean, you just kind of got it's like a thing that kind of consumes your whole day. You just kind of you're thinking about it the entire day, especially for a big game like Chelsea. You're just like, oh, we got that game later today. I got to stay ready and locked in.
Is it so? I know that no game is an easy game. That's why they invented
Yeah.
basketball. And of course, coach has always done a great job of getting you guys ready for tough opponents. What's that going to be like? Because you've got a pretty tough opponent. Every game is a good game. Every team is a good
Mhm.
team. But what's it going to be like? Because you guys are going to have a challenge every game.
Yeah. I mean, part of it's just us like getting used to playing the tough teams. So we got a lot of young guys that we don't have a whole lot of varsity experience right now, but I think once they get into games and they start like figuring out like, hey, we've got to step it up a little bit, like they're gonna be ready. They're gonna compete.
So going into this season, what are some of the things that going into this like, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do too.
I mean, with our group, we're ready to work. We love to work hard. We're gonna be the hardest working team in the SAC, no doubt in my mind. So I think that's our biggest thing. And then every year it's always defense, defense, defense. We try and be the best defensive team in the league every year.
All right. Let's get to know you outside of basketball. How about that, Evan?
All right.
So what was your all time best game that you've had? Like
My best game?
this could be any year that you've had.
Probably freshman year I was playing JV against Chelsea. And it was my first time playing against Chelsea because I went to middle school in Ann Arbor, so I wasn't really used to the whole rivalry thing of it. And I think I had 27 points against Chelsea to beat them my freshman year. And I had 23 or 25 in the second half.
Okay. Do you have any basketball superstitions?
Put my shoes on. I always put my right one on first, and then my left one on, and then I tie my left one first and tie my right one second.
Superstitious right there.
Just gotta
Um,
do it.
favorite. Did you have a favorite player growing up?
Um, I mean, LeBron's an easy choice. I really like KD too. He's crazy the things he does at 7 foot.
Yeah. Um, who's the best player that you've played against?
That's a tough one. I mean, play a lot of tough guys. I think probably the best is my AU teammate Hutch Ward.
Yeah.
He's tough. He gets to a spot, he can hit shots. He's like 6'7", 6'8". He's he's great. He's going to Wayne State next year. He's gonna be a dog there.
Yeah. What's it like playing for Coach Rushton?
He's on us. He's always on us. He's making sure we're working hard. He's holding us accountable. I mean, it's great. He does exactly what he needs to do to get us to where we all want to go, and that's just up and up, deep into March.
Yep. You've kind of got those sayings in your head from him.
Hmm.
We just talked with him a few days ago, so um, yeah. Um, what's your go-to place for food?
For food,
Yeah.
I don't really have one. I kind of just bounce around. It's what I'm feeling on the day.
Okay. Like it's like one day it's like, oh, Chipotle.
Yeah, it's like one day I want Chipotle. One day I'm like, feeling a little healthier, maybe like some Panera, get like a sandwich or something.
Chipotle technically, oh god, oh goodness. Chipotle technically is, that kind of
Hmm.
it's that premium fast food category.
Yeah.
Qdoba's in that, Five Guys
Hmm.
is in that. Um, it's like it is fast food, but you can actually sit down and eat it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
You're not
yes,
just
you can
grabbing
sit down at like McDonald's or Arby's or something like that, but
it. Yeah, but it's
like
not the
there's
same.
oh, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Okay, Chipotle or Qdoba?
I go back and forth. I mean, they're both up there. I like them both. I'd
Okay,
probably put Chipotle in front.
all right, all right. There's this debate going on between Chipotle and Qdoba. Um, let's see. How about this? Five Guys or Panera?
Oh, Five Guys.
Um, and the last one is Panda Express or Qdoba.
Qdoba. Qdoba's it's up there. It's top five for sure.
Okay. Those are the very important questions I have to ask.
Uh-huh.
Um, let's see. If if you could tell your younger self something you know now but didn't know then, what would it be?
Probably work on my ball handling. That's kind of the one thing that's like that I really need to kind of work on right now. And it's just like kind of getting out of bad habits, making sure that like I'm doing the right things. I know where to go with the ball. Just kind of getting it on a string at a young age is like really important. And then like stretching and like prepping and recovery is also really important.
Okay. You a morning person or a night owl?
Definitely more of a night owl.
Oh, geez. Um, Okay, what's the latest that you usually like? Are you like that? Are you like the guy that'll like 10, 11, or midnight, or you like push it to like 1, 2, or 3?
No, 10, 11, 1, 2, or 3 is way too late.
Okay, all right. Um, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I don't know. Probably teleportation. Just makes getting everywhere easy.
Yeah, driving's dangerous.
Exactly.
Yeah, driving's not bad.
No,
Um,
it's not too bad.
and lastly, what is something people might not know about
I don't know. I can solve a Rubik's cube actually. That's a good one.
you? Oh,
Mhm.
nice. Not many people can do that.
I know.
Not many people can solve a Rubik's cube.
Yeah, for me it was kind of like riding a bike. Just kind of like once you figure it out, you kind of just remember how to.
Like 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 how do you solve all that? Is it just like you just put the patterns and the colors and all these different shapes?
Yeah, it's just a couple different steps. You just kind of got to remember there's a bunch of different things you got to kind of just remember based on like what you see.
Everyone cheats off of YouTube though.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you got to do it at first.
Cheat off of YouTube. All right. All right. Well, Evan, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. Best of luck this season, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. I had a great time.